his defense.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Let him know. Mike 59. Mike 59. Hey, get the weight room.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
At the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Bridgewater gets this complete to Samuel. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears 30.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Single. Watch 12.
Here's Bridgewater. Again, he targets more. This one is complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into point. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are going to take a 1st quarter lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm hearing my old college coach right now.
Cordero Patterson, 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Number 22, Christian.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Bears take over
at their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
32-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run with Patterson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Bears first down.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
Bears 7, Panthers 6.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. On the handoff, it's Cohen. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. This is caught by Gill. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Gain of 9 yards. First down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, Bridgewater. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32.
The ball carrier.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
3rd down.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, he'll take a shot from, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Well, he's used to running at that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And down to the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 34. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that 2nd level and 3rd, and that's what they were able to exploit.
On 1st down, it's Patterson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down by
no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a 1st.
Kaepernick was looking to throw, but then it became decision time. And when he saw they had room to run, he made the right decision to pull it down there, and he winds up picking up the 1st down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Cohen. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, is 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These three tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
On second down now. It's Patterson, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point.
Makes the score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Let's go!
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. McCaffrey on the counter. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To throw, Bridgewater. This will be caught at about the 5. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
2nd down and goal. Bridgewater. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chris Manhertz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe.
And I think the ball's out. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So they keep the football, but now face second and long. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Incomplete. Intended for Ted Ginn Jr. He was covered by Trey Boston.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Allen Robinson. Incomplete.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 36. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Let me breathe. Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe.
Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And Thomas has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. Bridgewater now. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years, so he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making good plays.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
15-yard line. A gain of a yard. brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas.
Bridgewater's pass.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Rasul Douglas picks it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Intercepted.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a throw here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
For Jordan Thomas.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
3rd down and 9.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
6-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, until I be.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd down, it's Patterson. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
the tackle.
Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Open man there is Patterson, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
First down.
To throw, Kaepernick. Going deep this time from, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago.
Complete.
Anthony Miller. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
First and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Pretty important third quarter drive for it, and momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. McCaffrey following the penalty. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
First and 10 at the 19.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing, Bridgewater. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
9-yard line.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big...
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And he's gone 2-2 on us now at 2 receiving touchdowns, now his second rushing touchdown.
And that's the back of the NFL nowadays, isn't it? The ability to do everything. You can't just be one or the other. The best ones, able to run it, catch it, and produce. Big-time points put on the board by him.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Second down.
On second down, here's Kaepernick. This is caught by Robinson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Complete to Allen Robinson.
I always thought Allen Robinson was a high flyer from his days at Penn State, and none of that has changed with the Chicago Bears. If you throw the ball out to the perimeter, if it's a 50-50 ball, more times than not, he's going to come down with it. And some say he was the victim of some subpar quarterback play last year. He didn't let that bother him at all. Stud, 98 catches and over 1,000.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Derek Brown in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Kaepernick, they're going for it on fourth. It's caught. It's Miller. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Panthers will get the football back. Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here first and 10 at their own 23. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Number 22.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind that it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 16 yards, a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to second and 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
At their 49-yard line.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
He's across.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 26. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side of this one. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts
Gain of 12.
as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
Kaepernick's pass.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
At the 45-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Kaepernick. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Down pass. Intercepted.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th.
Today's final score, Panthers 40.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Panthers, they climb back to 500 now at
We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. Wheels never felt like this. Seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. New sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't get what's built private. I might just double it up, did it. Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked. Click all in. I got ops. You drop. I just hit my dance. I was top. They just watched. Had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I in the plan. Right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Dallas Cowboys. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Clock now on first down. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's Locke to throw. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Jimmy Graham.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Here we go.
A quick throw complete out to Beckham. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Odell Beckham.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. It's caught. Beckham. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Complete to Odell Beckham.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
From midfield, here's Locke. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
At their own.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here we go. Lady!
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 6-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Got the connection here to Bourne. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. The give is to Elliott. Michael Brockers in on the stop.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill flush to his right. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup.
Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled at the 40.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Play. Gotcha.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That'll be a gain of 15 yards, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. No score after one on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5. A give to Elliott. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Michael Brocker is in on the stop. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
1st and goal from just inside the 5.
He's checking. Right. Check 24. Check.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Back over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Throwing now is Locke. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
And a yard at the 30.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They look to throw. It's Locke. It's caught by OBJ. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And there's a good catch by Odell Beckham Jr. And in 2019, even though it was one of the least productive seasons of his career, he was still a 1,000-yard receiver for the 5th time. Also caught the longest reception of his career as well. An 89-yard touchdown against the Jets on a Monday night. Explosive is Odell Beckham Jr.
It's a gain of 34.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They'll run with Hunt. gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Ball carrier.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
First and goal.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Clock now to throw. Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On second and goal. Lock. This will be caught at about the 6. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Tavon Austin on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Looking deep for Elliott. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, it's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. That one is caught by Hunt. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Shotgun snap to Locke. He finds Beckham complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Odell Beckham Jr.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Locke working out of the gun. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
But sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. Now a timeout.
And
7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Succop's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
He's going to try to run for it. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Mitch Wisnowski set to kick off.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The final pick in this year's first round. This is Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47.
Check 26, check 26. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Watch the ship, watch the ship. No, check left, check left.
They'll run with Elliott. The 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big run that time by Elliott. Give him 42 yards on the ground. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, alert 3. Check.
They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
The goal line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Check. Show it up. Deuce. Check 4.
Here's Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right? Old school. I love that. Because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great. But your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia, and trying to erase this deficit. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing on 2nd and long. Locke. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. It's a big play there for the Browns. 53 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Locke. This will be caught just inside the 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Locke. Flushed out right. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
Cleveland.
Drew Locke His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns move back within a couple of the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And this is up and good. It brings him within a point now. It's 14-13.
14. Browns 13.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. This is Elliott. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Browns' 36-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Here we go. Check, 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 check. Check, check. Check left, check left. Come.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. On 1st down, it's Elliott, and he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Darren Lee on the...
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Check. Lucky. Hatch it. He's coming. Hurry. We got double up.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Tannehill keeps on the sneak. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run on 1st down. Elliott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Again with a fullback on the dive. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This is a 26-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. to throw again. Lock. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Lock again. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
1st down, Cleveland.
Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Yeah, we dominate today.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
10 at the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. Sammy Watkins, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal. Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Cleveland, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Got rich again, just a little hiccup. I live it ballin' this pickup.